Anything in particular you want to start with? No.
I ain't got lotion on today, boy. You know what I got? Really gonna make it wet.
Yeah, that's how we starting off. Was this episode 22?
What number we on, anyways?
I think it's 22. I'll check the YouTube page really fast.
Episode
Yes, 22.
22 of the Zoom podcast.
Yeah, quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah.
Right.
We decided to be safe for once and be like, hey, we have to be very, very respectful and responsible for once.
Nah, so I guess yes, but after the news that you working with people with COVID, we probably should. Like, luckily, we haven't been in the same room together since what, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it works out perfectly.
I'm gonna be around nigga with COVID every day anyway, so.
Yeah, I was about to say like I've been working from home, so it's sort of shit where like if I choose to go to the store, like that's my decision. But yeah, like you sort of put in that situation where you got to.
Like she chooses to get abortion, that's her decision.
Episode 22, quarantine.
Anybody else? I got a blanket on, and I am not wearing any fucking pants. All I got is underwears on. So you gonna see this blue ass blanket, nigga.
But I low key like, well, I guess it ain't like serious, but like I sort of wanted to start with the like, are you familiar with DanLeBatard?
Yeah. Before we even start though, I got something for you, bro. So I know you've been trying to like grow your hair out and shit.
Trying to.
I know you were trying to grow your hair out and shit. I don't see them.
Yeah, got these baby hairs. These are baby hairs right here. It
Anyway,
takes time.
It may not work. I mean, I don't. It may work. I don't know. You see, I'm a boot beard looking a little bit full and shit. You see how they're doing growing a little bit. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Go get you some and get some beard. Beard oil and shit.
Okay.
Beard oil from this St. Marie. Can you see it? Yeah. Go get you some, man.
Where? Just is that handwriting on it, or is that just the font?
Yeah, she writes the joint package up and everything, man.
I mean, that's ghetto, but that's real at the same time. I respect that. I respect that.
Man, hey. That's the point of the show.
That's how you know it's real.
You leave it at that. That's the front of the show, all right, man?
She said, we ain't need no printer. We just write this shit out myself.
Fuck. You see the way we did our shirts? Fuck out of here.
Baby steps, daddy. Baby steps. Merch on the way.
Baby steps? No.
I know. I can't be playing other people.
Black women unlike you.
Hey. But all I'll say is this. I guess I'll just get out the way. I don't know. Are you familiar with DanLeBatard at all?
Isn't that a nigga Puerto Rican? I get him and that other nigga mixed up.
But he's Cuban. He was highly questionable. You know the clips that show Poppy, he be rapping like lyrics. That's Dan's dad. And he's out of Miami. He blew up because he covered the Miami Hurricanes when they had all them hood niggas there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's a voice at ESPN. This is last month with the company. And like it's low key crazy because like he's one of the reasons I wanted to get into radio and stuff. So like with Dan, like you remember when LeBron left Miami and went back to Cleveland? He bought a billboard in Cleveland saying, "You're welcome, LeBron. We gave you 2 rings." Like, he was just so controversial, but like he was real about it. And low key, like he spoke up for like minorities and like people who didn't really have a voice. So in a way, he became like a staple in like black community without actually like trying to be. Like he was really just being a good person with like, he'll have fun with it. So ESPN is like full of debate shows, and then like they'll show his radio show and they're just having fun, or like highly questionable, where like they'll have Poppy on just having fun and stuff. Like he discovered Bomani Jones, got him on ESPN. Like a lot of the big people on ESPN now that like a lot of people's favorite, like Mina Kimes, Dominique Foxworth, Katie Nolan, Pablo Torre, they all like associated with the LeBatard show. Like he helped like build a lot of people. So like seeing he's gone is like crazy. It was one of those things like when you found out Joe Budden was leaving Spotify, you were like, oh damn. But then you realize it's like, well, I mean, he's doing his own, he's probably gonna end up doing his own thing. So it's cool. But I personally, I think ESPN really made a mistake because a lot of people, like, when Spotify, they didn't really account for like Joe Budden's cult following to leave. I think ESPN doesn't understand how like DanLeBatard, they have a lot of people who just fuck with his show. So once he's out, a lot of people aren't going to watch ESPN anymore because it's so redundant. Like everything, they're just arguing about the same thing over and over again. So I don't know. I just thought it was crazy that like he's leaving, and it has some. They did some shady shit. They fired one of the people on his show without telling him. So like he was just blindsided by that, and he was like, "What?" So he ended up paying due out of his own pocket. He was like, "Nah, like you ain't going nowhere," and like that's when it started. And I think the CEO that rocked with him, he ended up going to rehab, and they hired someone else. Yeah, and that's really just like, when there's a change in management. We'll get to that later when we talk about complex. But when there's a change in management or ownership like that, that's just, tends to, like they start butting heads because it's like, I mean, I didn't really like you starting all these controversies. I'm not the one who brought you in here. So it's like it's just
So did he cover Hurricane Chris?
no, he didn't cover Hurricane Chris.
What about the hurricane?
No, but he on his show he brought in like he would have like Rick Ross, like people out of Miami. He support like they rock with him heavy. Like Rick Ross, they rock with him. Trying to think, what else?
Freddie Gibbs. I know you fuck with him.
He probably been on a LaBatard show at one point. They be interviewing people like all the time. Like, but no, it's just like him leaving ESPN was just so crazy. Like that was just like the end of 2020. It's just like damn, like another like something else that just. But then again, like I said, it may not be bad because he's just doing his own thing now. So it's just the convenience of watching him on ESPN. So
Nigga, why you got two coats on?
because I'm technically outside.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. My bad. I was listening to all that bullshit, but I was about ESPN and Disney. And that nigga, who the fuck watches ESPN anyways anymore?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, with
We got
DanLeBatard leaving, that's gonna be even less people. I'm telling you, it's gonna be even less people. Like he spoke up for like there's this every time at the end of the show, they'll play a clip of Greg Popovich say, we live in a racist country," or like they'll just expose like racism. But like how like the NFL be racist as hell. He been exposing that for years. He been supportive of Kaepernick. Like he is such like a voice for like all. Like that's what's like he's one of those people like he's invited to the cookout because he spoke up for black people over the years. I rock with that.
that nigga was a trash quarterback in the first year, second year when they found out who he was.
His second year, that's when he went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was his first year. No, like fuck that man. He was an okay.
Yeah, all right.
He's
He's
like
good enough to be in the NFL.
He's some black. He's not Michael Vick.
Yeah, he's better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL though. That's the point. Like they legit just like did what him just because he said, "Hey, y'all stop, like police stop killing black people, please." It's like they're like, "Whoa, we gotta get you out of the league." Like,
whoa, nigga!
don't get too out of here. We'll pay you $100 million, but we ain't letting you get too wild.
Who is this mulatto motherfucker talking
to? The craziest Kaepernick story. You remember what? Because he was adopted. He was adopted. So like when he became like a well-known quarterback and like Super Bowl, he got the big contract. His real mom came out of nowhere and was like, "No, I tried." And they're like, "No, get the fuck out of here."
I saw they gave that bitch some bread.
Nah, I think it was one of those situations where like she was like, she didn't give a fuck about him. But once he got a name from, so she started. Like, it was one of those things. It's just like that's nasty. Maybe when he gets older, he'll feel a certain way about it. But like me in your 20s, like, nah, stay away from me, please.
All I'm saying is like, what if she didn't know like that was a nigga until like she was,
What she didn't know is that he was going to become an NFL starting quarterback. That's what she didn't know. like that's what she didn't know.
hey man, hey. But that nigga's not that great, so fuck that nigga because everybody think he's amazing.
He's not amazing. He's all right, all right, all right. It's just he's not amazing. He's just better than half these damn quarterbacks we looking at. Like,
And I just want to say this because I'm just on this Kaepernick hate train right now. I want to say he's not the only one that did that shit, that sat down and shit. What's name did that shit for years and nobody said shit to him because he Marshawn.
Marshawn Lynch didn't do it for a purpose though. He just did it because he just didn't want to do it.
No, he did it. I think he's like a Jehovah's Witness, something like that. One of them niggas.
Oh really? I'm pretty sure he said nah, he just didn't care. Yeah, like I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Religious people not supposed to do that shit.
Mm.
I take my socks off, nigga.
Well, that's not against Kaepernick though. That's against the people who made a big deal about it. Like, wait a minute,
Why?
y'all ain't. That's against the people that made a big deal about it. Like, why would y'all get mad at like wait this one dude was doing it the whole time, y'all didn't care. But as soon as Kaepernick,
Fully black, he's mulatto. I can say that term. It's not racist. Uh-huh.
and see, like Thanksgiving passed, we don't record. But I have a question, because you part Italian, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a serious question because like I found out people really do this. Do like y'all be having like spaghetti and lasagna for Thanksgiving? Like with y'all meal?
No.
Hmm.
My mom is a full-blown white Negro.
Hmm.
She made meatballs, mac and cheese, cabbage, mashed potatoes, of course, the usual bullshit, turkey and ham. Max, can't eat. I'm not eating pork anymore, so that portion off the table.
The
Um,
I asked no, I was watching someone stream and they asked their chat like what y'all have for Thanksgiving, like what meals. And at first I'm thinking like meals, like what meals can you have? Someone said they had like it was a spaghetti, but like they used like turkey in it. And I was like, wait, like what? But
niggas do that shit regularly.
like I just didn't know like people be having pasta for Thanksgiving. Like I didn't know if it was like an Italian thing, or is it just like that person just like a family just doing something.
I mean, I could be like, yo. You as a black man, your family black. Did y'all make any special brownies?
I mean, we had brownies.
But did y'all have like the wee brownies?
Yeah.
But yeah, yo. Speaking of weed and shit, your boy, since you wearing green and shit, your boy PaulPierce is being sued by his weed man.
No, so all right. I read into it a little bit. So I may have some of the facts off. They said he offered to do $10,000. I don't know if it was a week, a month, but whatever. It was like $10,000 to like run the jank, grow it, whatever, all that stuff. And he cut it to 4,000 when he got there. And Paul Pierce like, I mean, I'll give you the 10,000 once we start releasing the product. Like, I ain't gonna just give you up front because we ain't got the funds for that yet. Even though I think that's a little crap because he got money, but it's still like, I mean, it makes sense. I just curious what was in the fine print when he like offered that dude that deal. When it's like that's your 10,000 once we start releasing the product or what? Because that's I really think that's just something to do with fine print right there.
Or this nigga need to call Benzino so he can, run the fade with that nigga again. Get his ass stabbed up and get his girl stabbed in the butt again.
It all says is Paul Pierce would be a hood legend if he just did play for the Celtics. If you think everything like you remember the game? He had a game. I think he was against the Pacers. Al Harrington was guarding him. He was talking to him the whole time, dribbling up. He was like, "I'm gonna go left. Nah, I'm gonna go right. Nah, I'm just gonna pull up." And then he pulled up the face and made it. Like that. Paul Pierce did some trill stuff throughout his life, but people don't give him credit because he played for the Celtics.
Yeah,
Like,
like he took the injury and then came back out.
he he shit on himself, and then he admitted it on TV. He admitted on TV that that's what happened. He said, "Yeah, a little bit slipped out." Like Paul Pierce is such a legend, but he don't get his due. It's just because that. What he said?
How the fuck you shit on yourself?
He, I mean, I don't know. I never did it. I mean, there have been times I've been close, but like I don't know. He probably turned up the night before. He just don't admit it.
I did that shit one time, and that wasn't my fault.
I've had it.
When you lifting heavy things and you gotta take a shit, but y'all don't have to stop at nowhere, and like you lift that shit and you feel like okay, it might be gas, and then that shit like, nah, nigga.
Nah, yeah, I know. My thing is I be knowing. So there are times like it's been close, but like I held it together, and like as soon as I sat down, so like it's been close, but I never actually did that. But for you to play in a basketball game and for it to happen late in the game, he had to do something before the game where it was like, bro. Like, oh, sure. Yeah, sure. No problem. I'll leave on still. All right.
What? I'm not saying
Nothing.
people interfering with our conversation.
Yeah.
That was your mommy or your sister?
My mom.
I got some food on the counter for you.
Yeah, shut up. But
anyway, go back to Paul Pierce talking that shit. I'm listening. Yeah. Nothing is more surprising than this nigga getting stabbed and his wife getting stabbed in the butt by Benzino.
No, because you know like how it used to be a Lakers Celtics rivalry. We all damn near know that was like it was a white versus black thing. We all know that. So if Paul Pierce played for any other team other than the Celtics, I'm pretty sure all the niggas would fuck with him.
I mean, basketball is just a whole white versus black thing.
No, but the Celtics versus the Lakers thing was legit. Like they about Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, like literally like the whole like damn near the whole roster for the Celtics was white, the whole roster of the Lakers black. That's how that happened.
Oh yeah, Parrish, Robert Parrish, he was a nigga.
Yeah, but Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, like all them, like they big names for like the white people, and you know how Boston be.
Yeah, none of the white people be good if they was black. I still stand by that.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand the logic there.
With a jump shot, I mean, it was great. Like if he was black, he'd just be an average nigga. I forgot to say that. I think Scottie Pippen said that.
I don't get the logic there, but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna just let it ride. I don't get it.
So Kyle Korver, right? He was an all-star and shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Who's another nigga that just shoot threes off the bench?
But no. See, I get what you're saying. So like, say JJ Redick too, for example. But like, nah, like they be the same player. It's just that like Kyle Korver wouldn't have been an all-star.
No, I'm saying they want to be that great.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. I thought you meant like he'll be a less player, but yeah, I get what you're saying now. They wouldn't be viewed. They wouldn't be viewed as such a great player if they were black. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
People.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that.
Well, look at the running backs in the NFL.
Yeah. Ooh. This is sort of a good segue though, because all of a sudden, I don't know what happened with Carson Wentz, but that mother is trash. Like they were talking about it, like he turned to Jameis Winston.
Jesus.
He turned it though. They said apparently there's talks that he got his feelings hurt because you know how, like when Nick Foles won the Super Bowl and everybody was on his tip. Yeah. Apparently, like he's just not there anymore.
You need to pray about it.
Like
I people about it.
I don't know. No, I don't even know what they need to do, but I think they might just need new coaching or something because they already paid him. Like you can't just let him go. But Carson Wentz is some ass, bro. Like,
All right, one more religion joke, then it's over with.
All right, go ahead.
That nigga Ginger, he ain't got no soul.
That ain't a religious joke.
Because he prayed to God and asked him for a favor, and that nigga said, "You don't exist." Like that nigga me.
I don't know. CarsonWentz got to get together. I don't know because they be talking about benching him, but I'm like, I mean, the NFC East trash. So like, he could literally just get hot for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden they in the playoffs. So what's the point? Like,
Fly, eagle, fly, and none of them niggas can like. None of them niggas are like really flying.
Yeah,
They're doing good.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just know it's like no. You saw that shit with the Broncos.
Yeah, they had that nigga that he was like 30 and like, oh, I don't know. He was putting up on what's the name, Carmelo stats.
Nah, no. So all right, whatever. So you know, like they been pushing back games because like COVID tested and shit. Apparently,
Yeah, I know they had the wide receiver.
yeah. The Broncos. All right, so they had the one quarterback who got it, and then they all went to meeting, knew he got it without mask on. So it felt like we don't push the game back for y'all dumbasses. Like that's what y'all. So all the quarterbacks couldn't play, so they called up. His name was KendallHinton. He was a quarterback at college, but he was a wide receiver on the practice squad. He came up like I was gonna give him props because apparently he didn't practice. He didn't do it. He just said F it. So he had an awful game, but that's like some real shit. He was like, whatever, like I'm doing it. That's true though. Like he low key should go into the Hall of Fame. You legit just off the streets, like, all right, like I don't know any of y'all plays. Well, not he knew plays, but not as a quarterback. Like, yeah, just like, all right, I haven't practiced with anybody. I don't know what the hell going on. I'm just gonna go out there and we gonna get our ass beat.
I mean, we do that shit all the time.
How do we do that shit all the time?
I don't
What did
know.
you talk about the show?
Yeah. We just two niggas.
We pull up, so we gonna talk about this. I bet.
We come like prepared to NateRobinson. JakePaul like.
I saw a comment. Someone told me they said y'all should just do like more research for a show. I was like, wow.
Right? This the internet.
Y'all could look it up yourselves. You don't believe us? Okay.
Oh,
oh shit. Oh.
damn.
Oh shit. You saw blah blah blah. Santa Clara, they shut down contact sports. So apparently the 49ers can't play their home games. So now they gotta play their games elsewhere. And I think like the other teams in LA, they starting to like find other places to play. Cause California being like, nah, y'all can't play contact sports.
So is football non-contact or contact? I'm not football, basketball.
Well, basketball hasn't started yet, but basketball is a contact sport. I think they just had since they haven't started yet, they're not really including that.
What is a non-contact sport? Because
I think baseball's not contact.
what do you mean? You contact the bat with the ball?
Human contact, Danny.
You can slide into a base.
Human contact, Danny.
When you slide into the base and the nigga right there about to catch you and be like, ah, nigga.
And for real, I think with baseball, you can play with mask if you have to. Where I think certain sports, I think youth sports, they're making them play with masks. I'm pretty sure these pro players ain't gonna play. Like basketball players ain't gonna play with no mask. Like the hell else somewhere.
I mean, it'll show you who's really in shape and who's really not. We know
Yeah.
Zion, fat ass, is not running the court that fast anymore.
I'm trying my best not to laugh at this. So stupid.
Oh, these niggas that smoking weed gonna be fucked.
Yeah. Shit, they ain't weed testing no more in NBA.
Yeah, but them
D.R. Wade
niggas
is hype as hell. D.R. Wade is hype as hell. Take them gummies.
damn, that means Larry Sanders might return.
Yeah, it's wild. That is a good ass point. That is a good ass point.
That nigga like the Ricky Williams of the NBA.
Next, I see where you're going there, but okay.
Yeah. Shout out to VCU.
Yeah, but
Uh,
I don't know
every,
why we doing the New York shit for Richmond, but
we don't have nothing original.
yeah, you
Oh,
saw
speaking of New York and Washington shit, they were shooting I guess a TV show by my house with Kevin Durant and me. You know what I'm saying? Me as in O'Shea. They call me O'Shea now.
really
Yeah, not Ice Cube, O'Shea. You know what I'm saying? His
his
son.
son, yeah, his son.
Yeah,
Well,
the store. They was like,
you said Kevin Durant and wait, why was Kevin Durant? What are they doing? It's
it's
Kevin
a
Durant.
movie about Kevin Durant life as an AAU player.
Oh, okay, all
Yeah.
right.
I went to the gas station, right? And they was like, hey, ain't you supposed to be shooting a movie over there? And I said, fuck these Arab niggas talking about. And I was like, oh, my brother sent me a picture. I was like, oh, that nigga look like me. Okay, cool.
It's dumb because you sent me the picture like with the mask on, and like, yeah, y'all really do have a resemblance. And like, I hate to say that, but like, y'all really actually do.
No. I told the nigga, yo, if you need a sun double, holla at me, yo. I got you, bro. I know they got a fat suit somewhere because you bigger than me, but fuck it.
Nah, yeah, that was the only thing. He did look like a little more swole, but yeah, y'all actually do low key like with mask on. Like, oh shit, that might be Dunny.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they shooting shit around here. They trying to make the East Coast be the West Coast with the movie shit. But New York got it unlocked, so we don't really care about it here. We're a poor city.
But shit, man, the shooting shit. What happened with that MalikBeasley nigga? Didn't he get in trouble for like guns?
I think that nigga, no, Malik Beasley?
Yeah,
No, he was piping down somebody's wife.
LarsaPippen. That's the thing. But before that, hold on. I
No,
think
that was a nigga from another thing.
okay, but nah,
Yeah, he got acquitted of them charges.
the the LarsaPippen thing's funny because for guys, I understand guys laughing at that because it's funny. And for one, like I feel bad for his wife because his wife said filed for divorce and said like she was hurt and everything. Like I understand, but
Yeah,
like
he was
for
cheating too.
I know, like I think what it is, I'm telling you for these NBA players, I think what they do, their wives know they have open relationships. It's just the fact that like don't embarrass me, and like that's the ultimate embarrassment. Seeing like that, that's where it's like, okay, I get it, but
How's it
like
embarrassing?
nah. So all right, what you when you do it's supposed to be like, okay, keep it low key, or like keep it out the media, or don't do it with someone I know or something like that. That legit was just like front page all over the place, like Bleak Bees with
I'm
Larsa
like, I'm
Pippen.
just holding the bitch hand. I can't hold my friend's hand.
No. So like the Scottie Pippen thing funny just because it's like damn, like you got, but like for real with like when I see like women making fun of it, I be getting mad because it's like hold up.
Yeah.
Y'all be women be dating. I know a female dating a pedophile. Don't have a problem with his past. I know a female dating a woman abuser. Don't got a problem with his past. I know females that be talking to married men. Don't got a problem with that. And I know females be wilding out here. So for females to be saying something about that, they need to shut up because if they had a chance with an NBA player, they would be on that in a second. But like for us, it's like, yeah, that shit funny because she legit jumping from nigga to nigga. Wasn't she with Future?
That's it. She was in the future. And when she said that joint, sometimes salt like sugar, and I was like, God damn. Yeah, she hung around Future too much.
I think she was Future. Was she with Tristan Thompson? Because he been getting around. Like,
There was a lot of niggas.
yo, like, I don't know. That's what like Scottie Pippen low key got to be like, look, can you change your last name? Cause
Scottie Pippen must not be the best player on the Bulls, but he got the best wife with the Bulls. Oh, that's again.
oh boy, oh boy, oh
Uh,
boy, oh boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, shit. The last like rare little things involving sports, like this little like tidbit. Did you know there's a college player named Remy Martin?
US 1738.
He's a he's a basketball player for Arizona State. His name Remy Martin.
Is he from Jersey?
I don't know, but I think it's funny because I actually think like he's good enough to get drafted. So it's like when he gets to the NBA, like he better like go crazy with them deals. Like no,
What
you
if he
gotta.
get drafted to New York?
So yeah, Remy Martin and Obi Toppin. Yo,
Yeah, but Remy
Fabulous,
Martin, Remy
Fabulous would
Martin,
have the meanest bar of all time if both of them niggas on the Knicks.
bro. If Fabulous and Remy Martin was beefing though,
Uh,
uh, uh, Remy Martin passed me the ball and I made her. She was,
uh, okay.
yeah, that OB topic. Goddamn, come
Mm.
on now, O for hope. Come on, yo, bars, nigga.
Well, now we on former Knicks or potential Knicks. You know what happened to your boy NateRobinson, Dunny?
Oh boy,
NateRobinson got knocked the fuck. No, first the like I don't know whatever Paul what was it JakePaul like that shit
Paul,
like it's like dude like you big so he was like shushing him and stuff. It's like dog like you bigger than him like stop playing. But like at the same time it's like Nate Robinson did take that fight and I low key thought he took it for a reason. But it's like what I wonder what he trained when he trained. I wonder if like anyone actually sparred with him. I think he just was just hitting a punching bag the whole time. Because when Jake Paul rushed him, he was like, "Oh crap, what do I do?"
well, if we learn anything, it's that the NBA full of bitch ass niggas.
Oh yeah, it is one thing when there's a fight about to happen when you can't fight. You know, it's easy to get hyped then, but when you actually in a fight, it's like it's different. Cause that was like, nah, I can hit you and nothing's gonna happen when I hit you. So it's like,
My bad, I didn't move my glasses up. That shit didn't look right.
yeah, you good. But like that, like the Nate Robinson thing was crazy. And like at least he was cool about like people memeing it because it's like if he was gonna be a little bitch about it, it's like, all right, like you did
Man,
take
that
that
nigga
fight.
still a bitch about this shit.
Uh,
You lose some, but you may win some. Like,
nah,
shut up,
they
nigga.
think there was some type of deal where they had to post about it, and that was just had to be his post about it.
Nigga, shut up. You got knocked out. Logan
Uh,
Paul, Jake Paul, whatever one is a bitch because they was supposed to fight Sauce Walker, but then they backed out for that shit. They backed out a lot of fights. They said, "Oh, let's pin Nate because he's short."
yeah, yeah, and it's just a bigger draw too. Like more people would tune in for that fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I get like I would talk because then again, like if Nate Robinson would have won, he would have been popping off. So yeah, but my thing is like when I saw him do the shish thing, I was like, stop, like please stop, like no, don't do that.
I
Like
mean, then him and the baby, and the
yeah,
baby,
the baby,
and that wag nigga that nobody listens to, Stunner for Vegas, whatever his name is.
yeah, I don't.
That nigga looks retarded.
Yeah, it's sort of like some cloud chasing. I personally feel, but you know that's neither here nor there.
Stay relevant. You know, if you make the same songs every day, you gotta stay relevant, bro.
Yeah, you're you're
Yeah.
well, that shit
Um.
entertainment.
Oh no, the funniest moment though to me at the like, besides like that nigga Snoop Dogg, you know, talking that shit, um, was Mike Tyson at the end when they was like, Roy, how do you feel about the fight? Da 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 da. And then Mike Tyson was like, y'all more worried about him than me. I haven't fought in 15 years. He fought in like 5 years. He said, y'all keep saying, oh, I'm a professional. No, I'm a beginner now. It's like, this nigga's crazy.
No. Oh shit, COVID is a quarantine. The, no, the Mike Tyson thing is just funny because it's like I really think he really would have started fighting again. It
He
just he
probably
was
would.
like just the stardom that was surrounded by it. He was like, I really think he missed that.
He missed whooping niggas' ass.
I just hope like it. There were some talks that it was like planned for it to be a draw. I just hope that isn't true because it's like I understand why they would do that, but it's like I mean, he said it took away. It's like you low key scammed us out of our money. Well, I definitely paid for the watching it. I didn't watch it in any other way other than not paying.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
paying.
went to the bar and watched it.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it. I
Yeah, I
bought it.
went to the bar and sat next to a really pretty lady, and I was like, damn,
Yeah, yeah,
bitch,
yeah.
you cute.
I bought it. I bought it. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah that shit
Like,
was just.
damn. NateRobinson gonna get knocked out while I'm eating these wings. That's crazy.
I'm just curious if he'll fight again because I feel like he's too competitive to go out like that.
Who we gonna fight?
Someone his size.
Mini me?
Nate Robinson. I wonder if he'll fight like Floyd Mayweather. Because ain't Floyd Mayweather really short? Floyd Mayweather ain't going to like rush him. Dunny, Floyd Mayweather isn't going to rush him. And he's not that much bigger than Nate.
I know. I'm just looking at you. Kind of got you in a small picture because you sound retarded as fuck.
Nah, think about it. So if his weakness is a bigger person rushing him, Floyd Mayweather isn't going to do that. So yeah, obviously he's a better fighter than Jake Paul, but I just feel like with Nate Robinson, he's going to be like, oh, like, well, I gotta do something to save my like and stop being a meme. And I don't think Floyd. Well, I think we underestimate his punching power, but like I just feel for Nate Robinson, it's not going to be
If that
the
nigga get
same
knocked
thing.
out by Floyd, that nigga should just stop fighting and just fall face of the earth like he was before then.
Yeah, I'm just curious though how that fight would go because I think Floyd will also because Floyd knows it's a show, so he won't like go for the kill like right away. So like I'm just curious how that would go, just from like that's just I think that would be an interesting fight. I think it'll be more interesting where obviously like Floyd Mayweather will win, and I think he's the advantage. But I just think it wouldn't be as much of a like what we saw. Obviously, he's a better fighter than Jake Paul, but I'm just saying it won't be what we saw. Yeah. So.
It isn't the best who's better fight now.
Mm.
You can give me gloves, I'll fuck his ass up.
Yeah, you saw the news that just came up with Chance the Rapper.
What
Your
he
fa-
got for rape?
no, he's your favorite rapper. How do you not know this?
I mean, him and Derrick Rose be hanging out around. They both to Chicago.
So Chance the Rapper was sued by his manager, his former manager, say he was fired because his album The Big Day flopped, and he's owed $3 million as a part of their agreement. He's saying that in the studio sessions for the album, Chance was lazy, undisciplined, and the studio just used he just used his manager as a scapegoat because instead of saying my album was trash, he said it was my manager's fault. And the manager's saying that Chance the Rapper's dad, who's his new manager, he offered to pay him $350,000 for the services, but now he was like, no, I want my $3 million. I'm owed. So like, you got any thoughts and opinions on that?
Did he say the album was trash?
He is poor performance. He blamed the poor performance on the manager, per the manager's word.
But did the manager say, "Yo, this shit whack"?
Yeah, he said he didn't follow his advice. The manager said he was offering Chance the Rapper advice and he wouldn't take it.
Advice after that.
Yeah,
I would probably shame him. Like, yo, don't listen to that new Chance shit. Nobody ever followed the fucking manager of a nigga.
Yeah.
Who managed Jay-Z? Nobody knows.
True.
Probably Richard Porter.
He probably killed him. Or had him killed.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Quarantine.
Nigga Jay-Z.
Is that copyrighted?
What?
The quarantine. I don't want to get us in trouble.
Quarantine Radio?
Yeah, like when saying quarantine.
I don't know.
I hope I don't get in trouble for that.
Did Tory Lanez say that?
I don't know. I knew that's from his quarantine radio thing. So like, I don't want them to be like, yo, you gotta stop saying that.
And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You sing happy birthday at your daughter's wedding.
Tough.
Yeah, you got niggas singing happy birthday, but they can't say that. What else happened this week? Oh, Kelsey. The last 2 weeks. 2 weeks wrap up. You know what I'm saying? We just blowing through these joints. You heard that Kelsey track?
Nah. Oh yeah. The Meg this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was going in. I don't care.
Yeah, she was, but it's one of those things where I'm just like so tired of this story until they actually come out with the truth because it's just like, yo, so it's like come up with something, please. Like
Yeah,
it's so funny. This story is just so not like haha funny. It's just like everything is just like that
oh
doesn't
no,
make
it's
sense.
funny.
For me, it's just like yo, like none of this makes sense. Y'all need to get y'all shit
Like, we
together.
all know both y'all. We all know one of y'all lying, one of y'all telling the truth. Just to let
Yeah,
us, we can just tell.
yeah. It just look like the whole situation greasy. It's all greasy. Just randomly, you saw the shit what Young Thug said about Andre 3000.
Young Thug is gay, and I don't like him.
Well, he said he don't they asked, I think he's asked like would you work with him or something like that, and he said no because he said Andre 3000 wants you to kiss his ass, but they said well, you work with Elton John. He's like no, Elton John was like he'll kiss your ass. Like Elton John would be like oh I love your music, I love this, but he said like Andre 3000 is like the opposite. Like you gotta go up to him and be like a fanboy. And then like he said like you had to call like speak with some secretary or something like that. He was like yo like the fuck I'm just trying to get a verse. So like that's why. And then I think Ti said something and Young Thug said he can't rap to Andre 3000 verses, which I think is cap. Like you can't be from Atlanta and have the style Young Thug guy and you can't rap a young Andre 3000 verse. Like stop playing. But like I just thought it was funny because it's like that's like low keys if like I guess it's sort of a weird comp, but that's just like saying if Kobe Bryant said, "I've never seen Michael Jordan play basketball before." It's like, shut up, like shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's just your style is so influenced by his. That's just not true.
Speaking of Elton John and kissing that shit, he did kiss that nigga Tech Nine ass. He was like, "Yo, Tech Nine is one of the best. Like, it's like amazing artist."
Yeah. That's what. So apparently that's what he did with Young Thug when he met him. That's why Young Thug worked with him. So he was like, oh, like, ooh.
I mean, but Tech Nine is kind of a big artist in Young Thug in a sense.
I mean, globally, but like, America's so stupid. How is somebody a bigger artist globally, but in the U.S. he's a smaller artist than someone? Like that's just so weird. You ever think about that?
Yeah, I think about how like these niggas are stupid because all they gotta do is make one Spanish song and then they got a
Yeah.
platinum record.
Oh yeah. Or just do a feature with somebody from whatever plant, like whatever country. But
It's one joint. Like if you do one joint with Daddy Yankee, that shit's getting like 30 million views.
yeah, fact.
Day one, just because it's fucking Daddy Yankee or Nicky Jams.
Nah, that's just a weird thought. Weird
Man,
thought.
is it different? I think they had to have a different standard for Latin America though. Latin artists though.
I don't know. I just know they be saying some wild stuff and they get played on the radio here because no one know how to speak Spanish. And I was like, that's crazy. Like that song Cardi B, like that, whatever. Like they be saying some wild stuff on that song, and
Like what?
it's because no one can speak Spanish. I work with a homie that I guess he's I don't want to be I think he's Puerto Rican or something else. But pretty much like his family speaks Spanish. And they he was saying like his mom heard like that and she was like, oh my god, like why are they saying all this on the radio? And it's like because no one here can speak Spanish.
Like bitch, stop speaking Spanish. The fuck?
That does solve the point. That does solve the point.
Calling your mom a bitch and telling her to stop speaking Spanish solves a lot of points.
Yeah. yes, it does. Yeah.
Why are all Spanish women always pregnant?
I'm changing the subject. I don't know if that's problematic or not.
No. We're about to get real problematic. Let me get into this bag.
That's just like saying why do all black people have food stamps? Like that's not true. It's like low-key racist.
No, literally, look at the joint. Like you see like a Spanish nigga with like 30 kids and the wife is pregnant.
Well, what if all right, this is a thought though. Like and like I'm not even trying to sound racist. Like just hear me out. Like so what if they are illegal immigrants and they just want their family legacy to be American citizens? So they're just having as many children as they can in the US. So they are all US citizens.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I mean,
actually that makes a lot of sense.
dirt floor. I guess that's better.
I didn't hear what you said. What you
No,
said?
good. Cut that out.
All right, all right. I'm pretty sure it broke up. So
On the dirt floor compared to a bed, I guess you get a lot of nuts off.
yeah, shut up, shut up, shut up. I guess before we get to a bigger story, what you feel about like the FBI coming for these rappers, Casanova and GHerbo?
I mean, what is there more to say? Like the nigga said it best. We target as rappers.
All right. So just those who don't know, I guess what Casanova he's wanted is for gang affiliate like racketeering. Just someone in his gang got caught doing something.
Pretty much, she got like a whole bunch of shit.
Mm.
And then and it was like they got the gang wrong anyway. It's not Untouchable Gorilla Stone.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, they were rapping rappers up for racketeering and shit like that. It was kind of crazy.
I be thinking they just be trying to get him to snitch on somebody, and I'm firmly believe that. I don't know why it took me so hard to say it, but I really think that like they want him just to snitch on somebody. So they were like, "Hey, we're going to arrest you. We know it wasn't you, but we know that you don't want to give up the life you live in, so we're going to arrest you."
Yeah, but
And Herbo, I mean,
weird because like you got all these white people doing a whole bunch of wild shit. And technically that's organized crime, but they were like, let's
yeah,
go.
they don't care. They don't care. Then Phil Mickelson, didn't he get arrested? He got what's that blue collar shit? Oh my god, what is it? He that blue collar crime where like you know information about a stock beforehand and you insider trading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phil Mickelson got caught up in that shit and they act like that shit never happened.
Yeah. But they locked her, what's her name? Because she was around niggas.
Yeah. Ooh, Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Snoop Dogg took that down one time.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But the GHerbo thing is crazy because like I really feel like because all right, either that's total cap or I think it's some shit where like his label gave him a card and he used that card to purchase stuff after he was no longer authorized to use that card. Because it's no way anyone can be that stupid where I got all this money, but I'm gonna steal someone else's card information and spend money with that. And like significant money, like cars and vacations and like pets and stuff. You can't like there's no one. I refuse to think there's someone that stupid in the industry where it's like, yo, like, come on now.
I mean, what was that rapper name that got off? Rocco, whatever name is? Rocco. That nigga, he got hit with a whole bunch of drug charges.
Mm. I mean, drug charge is different. Like a crime, like using someone else's credit card for stuff. That's like what, like,
That's a nigga not forgetting his car. Like, fuck it. Like, who gets that car stolen and keep that shit on?
that's what I'm saying. I think what it was, the label gave him a card, and he wasn't authorized to use that card anymore. He never returned the card. So yeah, I guess yeah, they should have shut it off. But still, at the same time, it's like, I mean, like,
Can't blame me. Niggas do that shit for free money all the time.
yeah, hell yeah.
If you see a gas pump fucking up and they really charge you a penny per gallon, you want to go there?
Nah. So all right. That's where I'm so confused about this country because you know how many scams that you get like through emails or through phone calls throughout the day where they're saying like I had one, they called me and said I was mailing my car payments to the wrong location and told me to put another address, and I'm sitting there, I was like, my car payment, it has the address pre-listed on there, I don't write it in. And the lady just got quiet and hung up. It's like we got all these like, why aren't they tackling these things if you care so much about this fraud stuff or like people stealing information? Because it's so common. It's so common.
Oh, I found out why. There it is. Here's the crazy thing. All right, so it's about to get real wild. This is a real conspiracy topic. All right, so what if Donald Trump got them 2 niggas arrested just to pardon them?
Maybe, but I mean, it's too late. Like,
no. To be like, see, black people, we do care about you. Vote for me in 2024.
it's too late. It's too late. Like, it's no way. It's no way they're gonna go. If they do go to jail, it's no way it will be in time for him to pardon them.
No, he's just be like, yo, them niggas, my niggas.
Oh, I don't know. Like, if it's some conspiracy thing, like, I don't know. I really don't know.
That nigga, half of his plans don't even work out right.
And for real, if they're actually found guilty for that, and like it's proof that they did it, it's like, why would why should he be pardoned? It's not like if he was falsely accused or something, it's like, well, then that's against the justice system. I'm not looking at the president. I'm like, well, if he was falsely accused, why'd y'all send him to jail? Like, am I just the only one? I don't really give presidents credit for that when they pardon somebody. If someone is falsely accused of something, that just shows how shitty the justice system is. That doesn't show you how cool the president is.
Or it shows you how the prosecutor wants you.
Yeah, but still, that's still a part of the justice system. Like, the justice system's so flawed. Like, shit, you can watch a game of Among Us. Like, that shows you how shitty just like the whole jury system is. People don't know. They be voting for people off, and it's like, nigga, he ain't done positive. Like, y'all don't know shit. Like, I don't know. But hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna change the light in here because it got dark.
In the dark. I'm in the dark. I'm in the dark. In the dark. In the dark. In the dark. I'm in the dark. In the dark. In the dark. Niggas hit the Harlem Shake. The Harlem Shake. The Harlem Shake. Well, since y'all with me now. Put an ass page right here.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, I don't know. I can't get that light turned on, but hopefully it's a little brighter. All right. Shit. What you care anything about the Dave Chappelle show getting cut off? I mean, taken off Netflix?
I mean, pay the niggas money.
Facts. All right. You care anything about Kevin Hart?
That nigga's been a bum.
Dog. All right. So first, when people were crying over the shirt, that's when I was like, y'all need to mind your business. I'm so tired. Like, he gave his baby was wearing a onesie promoting his special, and it was saying 0 fucks given. Was it? Yeah, it was 0 fucks given on it. So people were like saying, "Oh, that's child abuse for having profanity on his shirt." It's like, shut up. Like, people are so like stupid. But then the special came out, and people were pretty much saying like, "This shit sucked. It's not funny. Oh my god." And Kevin Hart was on some site like defending himself or some shit, and it's like, nigga, like, if you don't care, like, why are you on this site? He's one of those people that's like on social media saying, I don't care what none of y'all think. I don't know why y'all posting. It's like, if you don't care, why are you posting about it, dude? Like, you make way too much money.
Me, bitch.
Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, the Kevin Hart thing is low key. Like, I think once he pretty much like abandoned like being once he pretty much hit like the stardom where it's just everyone loved him, like, well, not gonna say everyone, where like just white people just loved him, he just went like crazy with this shit. Like, it's like, dog, just like relax. It's okay. Like, you can make something for just a specific demographic. Everyone doesn't have to like it. Like, damn.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked at a stand up besides Dave Chappelle in like a while.
Yeah, I haven't even paid attention. And I saw everyone talking shit about it. I'm like, I'm not watching that shit. It's just like I said, I don't really find him that funny anymore. He just seems a little obnoxious. But like I said, it's just
Anybody could do his fucking jokes.
yeah, yeah. It's like I don't know. And I get a little mad. Like I don't care about what people do, like in their relationships and stuff. But I just get mad when I see him in interviews and stuff saying one thing, but then you hear like a headline and you see him like wilding or like the shit when he got in that car accident. Like that situation was crazy, bro. Because they say he was drunk, but then he had to get his boy to get in the front seat and him like that. That's why they took him home first and shit like that. I was like, yo, like you too old to be like getting yourself in these situations, dude. Like chill out.
Yeah, just say you was fucking a bitch. How you understand you
Yeah,
pregnant? Yeah, I
yeah.
don't want to pregnant pussy.
Or
Gonna
like
make
when
me
he's
walk back.
doing the thing where when they caught him in the car with another chick and he was like he made it seem like he was a victim and they were extorting him. It's like, bro, or just be like, my bad, I got caught slipping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that stuff is where it's like I'm sort of like I'm not even on this shit like like it's I don't know. I just don't like that like from him. Like it's like dude, like you too old to like act like this when something like controversy happens. Like, come on.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I don't like I said, I don't listen to Kevin Hart. I don't fuck that nigga.
All
That nigga
right.
that nigga got shoe deal. That nigga's good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But what I was leading up to this whole episode, what I want to close out on, yo nigga, yo main dealer, yo boy, DJ Academics and Everyday Struggle. They ended on December 17th. How you feel about that, Dunny? I said, how you feel about that, Dunny?
Oh, you got it.
No, so all right, I'm gonna try to change the light a bit.
You got it.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
You got it.
So
You got it. See my
what?
back trouble? You got it.
No. Come back. No, I ain't gonna just show B talking on the thing.
How?
I
Cause
ain't.
nigga, you got it.
All right, no. So personally, with Everyday Struggle ending, I thought it was crazy to think how long that show has been going. And then because think once Joe there for like what 9 months?
That's a reasonable time.
Yeah. After that, that show still went on for years.
And nobody knew about it.
That's why I think like for real, they do deserve an applause. Where it's like y'all were a long running show.
Applause.
Y'all y'all were a long running show.
Applause.
Yes. Think about it. So before this, did anybody know who Wayno was? Wayno was just a manager, worked for a label. Man, Wayno was a manager who works, take his glasses off.
What you mean?
No, no. I think Wayno, I think and
He's
especially
a
I
legend,
noticed it
dude. That
because
nigga's a legend.
now when Wayno he missed some episodes. I think he had a death in his family. And they had another dude on it. Everyone was like, nah, bring Wayno back. No, we don't want this dude guy. Like
Yeah.
Wayno came onto the scene. I think Nadeska, she held it down. And like you can say what you want, but DJ Academics held it down. Like it's just
Yeah.
for
With the white women that don't care about black lives.
nah, yeah, we could talk about it after. But nah, everyday struggle low key like do deserve like, all right, yeah, y'all did hold it down for a while for a show for and like complex who don't give a fuck about like the culture or anything. Like they held that shit down. It did. Like I when I heard stories, you remember the whole Migos situation at the awards?
Yeah.
They said they've been telling them like, "Yo, we need security because we're two controversial people in front of a bunch of people we talk about." And Complex, no, we don't get security. And then that shit happened. So they were mad at Complex then, and then the Vic Mensa thing when that episode of Vic Mensa, the tension between him and academics, they didn't know they booked him for the show. So afterwards, they talked to them and said, "Hey, we didn't know you and Vic." And DJ Academics was like, "Cause y'all didn't tell us that you booked them. Like the hell, you can't just be booking people. Like what the hell y'all talking about?" So when I hear stuff like that, that's how you know just how everyday struggle, like not everyday struggle, just complex. They're so backwards. So what hurt the Joe Budden situation was the people who brought them in, they knew they were controversial people. But after they left and they got changed, I think ownership or management, whatever, whatever, they didn't want them to be as controversial anymore. And it's like, I mean, that's who we are. Like, all you gotta deal with it. Like, we're y'all best running show. Like, y'all really gotta deal with it. But no, it's just after a while, it became like, okay, sooner or later it is going to end. And then they've been starting to police academics on like what he can say on Twitch and stuff. And he's like, nah, y'all aren't doing that. It's sort of like the DanLeBatard thing, where it's just like the new owner's like, hey, we don't want this. He's like, well, y'all not changing that. That's what I'm making my bread from. Like what I make from Complex ain't nothing compared to what I'm making over there. I'm not changing what I'm doing over there.
Yeah, niggas begging niggas online for money.
Why not? Yeah, he said he makes 6 figures a month off his own YouTube.
Technically, that what niggas do.
Well, on Twitch.
Yes.
I mean, I, I, it depends. It depends, you know. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like you really, a lot of people are just like playing the game, and then I think for the lower tier streamers, yeah, they be low key begging.
Become a stream member.
Yeah, the streamers, if you only getting like three, I know it's the people who be getting like 3-digit viewers, stream or something like that. They be getting hype as hell when somebody donate or subscribe. But the people getting like thousands, they don't give a fuck. Like academics gets well like into the thousands. Like he's not sweating it that much.
Yeah, because you got niggas that love them.
I don't know. I really just think like everyday struggle. Like I really think instead of like a lot of people just didn't like it because what their feelings towards DJ academics, but it's like nah, like they actually were like a great black show. Like even though the people behind it obviously may not be for black people, it's like it was a great black show and it gave black people a voice. So it's like nah, I don't think like I saw some people like getting hyped just because like they were signed with like Meek Mill or Freddie Gibbs or stuff and stuff. It's like dog, like we're losing a black show. Like that's how we should feel. We're losing a black show.
I don't want to say it's black because Nadeska, is she really black? She fine though, but is she really black?
Yeah,
And that
they
nigga Jamaican is Jamaican, not American black.
shut up. But nah, I don't know. Like I just wish like
And
I
if
don't know. They said academics
we-
got a podcast coming in January. I'm curious who he's gonna have on it. I low key would like him to like bring Wayno back because I actually like that him and Wayno got like a decent chemistry.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm telling you right now, what I was saying was, fuck, what was I saying?
I don't know. You be saying bullshit.
Fuck that nigga DJ Academics. He don't care about black people.
I don't think that's true. I mean, but I think just he don't care about like I think he has this thing where like, all right, I'm right here. I'm only gonna talk shit to people I feel that are below me. But like once you get to the people up there, it's like, nah, I ain't gonna say anything. I think he's one of those people like he knows what bridges to stay away from. It's like, yeah, I ain't gonna try to burn this bridge. But like to the people he don't need, he like, nah, I'm gonna talk my shit to them because they some busters.
Yeah,
But
but if somebody burning that bridge, burn somebody was burning the other person bridge. They cool with that person.
nah, it seems he too calculated with that. Believe it or not, I think he too calculated with that.
You think so?
Mm.
I mean, it goes to show that people don't care about the snitching shit because he's still friends with 6ix9ine and people don't seem to care about that shit.
Yeah, yeah, like that's true. That's true. But just from that, you hear about what happened with him and Selena Powell.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, like this. All right, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and I'm gonna go on my little rant. All right. So all right. So academics, I guess, wasn't answering his phone, whatever. So she had a little white girl tantrum and called the cops. Said he had some hostages in his house and they got guns. So the cops pulled up to the house, like the SWAT team pulled up to the house with guns and stuff on them, knocked on the door, and they had guns aimed at them. And then at the time she called him, he's like afraid to answer his phone because obviously a black man, like if I reach my phone, these motherfuckers gonna shoot me. So he was like, yo, can I grab my phone? I'm grab my phone. Can I? And she was like, hi, it's a joke. It's a joke. And it's like, yo, and that's when he said he was done with her. Like, oh my God, this lighting is killing me. But no, that's when he said he was like, yo, I can't talk to her anymore, given that she did all that bullshit in the past and like, he didn't care. But still, like, but my rant onto that is like,
Go ahead.
okay. So the shit that got me was I see so many posts where people just want to post the BLM like shit. You get on Tinder, white bitches have BLM in their caption just to attract like, oh, I want a black dude to hit me up. Like it's just the shit where it's like these bitches don't care anything about black people. Cause if you did, why would you do something stupid like that? It's just the times we in, we know that that. So it's like, don't even do this Black Lives Matter shit. Don't even do that because y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all just want likes. I'm so tired of that shit. Like I really just hope like they dead that shit like soon. It's like if y'all don't give a fuck about black people, then just stop playing with the BLM Black Lives Matter shit because it's like y'all clearly don't give a fuck. If you gonna call the cops on a nigga just for a joke, like nah, like that shit ain't funny. That shit ain't cool. And like I really hope niggas actually sit here and they say, look, I'm gonna file a report and I'm gonna try to get you arrested for like, isn't it you can go to jail or you can get arrested for false accusations, like filing a false police report?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Why would you not do that after that?
Oh no.
I would have did that, and like dead ass. If that ever happens to me, that's the first thing I'm doing. And I'm like, nah.
That nigga got her G-Wagon. That nigga's a buster. He let fucking 6ix9ine fuck her. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man. Same nigga talking.
so it's still like, yeah, the fact, but it's just like, nah, like I think niggas need to be more like, yo, don't let them get away with that shit. I'm so tired of like just like they letting bitches get away with that shit. Like, nah, if you want to call the cops on me, we gonna actually like, nah, you want to go through this, like you going to like go, you gonna get in trouble for this little bullshit you trying to
Go to
pull,
jail, bitch.
like real shit. But yeah, off of that, they said he said it was a story. Apparently, she tried hitting up Casanova, and she told him that academics be sending her to mess up niggas' relationships. And I low key thought that was funny because it's like he said it was Cat, and he told Casanova that wasn't true. But dog, I wouldn't be surprised. We giving like, yo, why are you buying her stuff when she out here like with other niggas and shit?
Like I said, man, this nigga is white bitches are dumb.
But I say we go to the end. Like I don't know, I don't know how this file gonna save, so I will try to end this shit relatively soon. But you got anything you want to close with?
Yeah. We've been on for an hour. This is episode 22, right?
Yeah.
Episode 22 of the Let Me Tell My Shit podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I am in my house chilling on my couch, laying down. This is like the most unprofessional shit you're gonna see because fuck y'all nigga, I got a job to do.
Yeah. But yeah, all right, we out. I'll talk to you later, nigga. All right, quarantine.